Imagine being so legendary that even after 800 years, people still call you the greatest knight to ever live. A man who went from having nothing, literally being pawned off as a hostage as a child, to becoming the most powerful and respected knight in medieval Europe. He fought in over 500 battles, trained future kings, and even became the regent of England. His name? William Marshal, the knight who defined history. William Marshal was born around 1147 into a noble but not particularly powerful family. His father, John Marshal, was a ruthless warlord in his own right, but William's life almost ended before it even truly began. As a young child, he was taken hostage during a war between King Stephen and his father. When John Marshal betrayed the agreement and broke his oath, the enemy threatened to execute young William. And you know what John Marshal said? "Go ahead. I have the hammer and anvil to make more sons." That's the kind of brutal world William grew up in. But instead of dying, William Marshal went on to become the ultimate knight, the very definition of chivalry, loyalty, and battlefield dominance. His journey from near death to legendary status is something straight out of a movie. And today, we're diving deep into the incredible story of how he became the most respected knight in medieval history. William's rise to greatness began when he was sent to train as a squire in Normandy. He wasn't just a talented fighter. He had something more: determination, intelligence, and an unbreakable will. By the time he became a knight in his early 20s, he quickly gained a reputation in tournaments, the medieval equivalent of UFC mixed with NASCAR, where knights would battle in full armor for fame, wealth, and honor. And William? He was unstoppable. He won so many tournaments that he became one of the wealthiest knights in Europe, earning land, horses, and immense respect from lords and kings alike. But William wasn't just a tournament champion. He fought in real wars, proving himself time and time again. His big break came when he was hired to serve Henry the Young King, the son of King Henry VIII. William became Henry's mentor, bodyguard, and right-hand man. However, this period was filled with conflict. When Henry the Young King rebelled against his own father, William stayed loyal to his knightly oath and fought alongside him. Even when Henry died of illness, William honored him in the most chivalrous way possible. He took a pilgrimage to the Holy Land to lay his master's cloak at the tomb of Christ. This act of loyalty and devotion cemented his reputation as a true knight. Upon returning, William Marshal's loyalty and skill made him an indispensable warrior and advisor. He served 5 English kings: Henry II, Richard the Lionheart, John, Henry III, and even fought under Henry the Young King. His relationship with King John was especially crucial. While many considered John a weak and unpopular ruler, William stood by him and helped maintain stability in England. And when King John died, it was William Marshal, an old man by this time, who took control as regent and literally saved England from chaos. How? By leading the country in war. Even in his 70s, William Marshal led troops into battle, crushing a French invasion at the Battle of Lincoln in 1217. Think about that. A 70-year-old man in full armor, on horseback, leading troops into war and winning. His leadership and military brilliance ensured England did not fall under French control. After saving England, William Marshal helped re-establish the Magna Carta, a document that laid the foundation for modern democracy. Yes, you heard that right. The world's greatest knight helped shape the future of government. His influence stretched far beyond the battlefield. He set the standard for chivalry, military tactics, and governance, influencing knights for centuries to come. But even legends must face their final days. In 1219, at the age of 72, William Marshal lay on his deathbed. He took one last vow to become a Knight Templar, a holy warrior dedicated to God. It was his final act of devotion, ensuring that his soul would rest among the most honorable warriors in history. When he passed, even his enemies mourned him. The Archbishop of Canterbury called him the greatest knight that ever lived. His funeral was attended by kings, nobles, and warriors from across Europe. His legacy lived on in his children, who carried his name forward, and in the stories of knights for centuries to come. What do you think about William Marshal? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic history content.